This is DLK Productions presenting my brand new mock, you guys. What's up, guys? So today I bring you I call this the corner base of Ad-oth. This is on one of the outlying city borders. This is one of the bigger cities. This is one of the outlining borders of the city with the walls. As you guys can see, we just have a bunch of walls built up by canyons and by walls itself, as you guys can see right here. But yeah, so as you guys can see, I do have a lot of grass pieces and trees, and hopefully you guys noticed that I have rebuilt a lot of my trees, and I have put in some vines, or tried to put some vines around some trees, and I redesigned all the trees so they are completely different than they were last time, and I made a few more trees than I have before, and I just have a few more. And yes, sorry about the mess. I have been messing with different building techniques. That is why I have all those pieces back there. But let's get on with it. So first off, we will start with the invading party of the 212th. We have a tech trooper. This is a tech 212th trooper. Then we also have a trooper back here protecting the flank. And we have a troop climbing up, and then we have Boyle also climbing up, and then we have Commander Cody going on up, flying with his jetpack, and then the two airborne troopers, which both have jetpacks with them. And then I also have a bunch of the rock pieces going up, and as you guys can see, it just goes up, and it's all the way around, as you guys can see. And I do have a lot of grass pieces because it is not very well kept on the outside as it is on the inside, since this is a very prominent city. And as you guys can see right here, I have two satellites on this side that are pointed in different directions to get towers to notify different commands about it. And then I also have a third one over here. And yeah, so their plan on Ad-oth is to take out these two, because this is a bigger city, but this is a less controlled point. And if they take out these three satellite points, they won't have really good connection. They won't have instant reply back, because they can still get their message throughout these two towers, but not as fast with these satellites. But yeah, so we just have a bunch of rock pieces going up, and then we have the wall that they had to build outward. And we just have a little bit of rock. And I know there isn't much detail on that side. It's because I kind of ran out of pieces for much detail on that. But it works. And as you guys can see, this is a road. It is very nicely kept, except that one little plant that is kind of just outgrown, that they haven't cleaned in a little bit. And as you guys can see, we have a 212th another trooper. And then we have Doom Squad and the Jungle Troopers. And we have Commander Doom right here, and as you guys can see, I do have another one of his troopers with him, and that was in one of my earlier hauls of Clone Army Customs. And then I have my own custom pine trees. These trees I think are absolutely fantastic. I was building this when I was building this in one of Lego Head Production AZ streams, and that I was building that, and I think they turned out pretty well, since I built 4, and I still had enough to go around. And I will turn this so you guys can see. This is the top of this mountain, and there's the satellite. Then we have a few dead pieces on top, and we do have a clone right here coming up and trying to climb up on top of the mountain so they can get a better advantage point. As you guys can see, this clone has already got that good advantage point, and these clones are just going to go down. They're going to help that guy. And then you have a few others, as you guys can see. You just have a few other troopers trying to climb up as well as they can. And this is more densely thick at the bottom, with more bushes and more plants and higher trees, as the other part is less trees and more open. This is more densely confined. And yeah, so we have more rocky configurations right here. And this is more of a plateau where they kind of cut it off, and then they completely cut it off at the bottom right here. as you guys can see. And just so you guys know, this is completely hollow. Watch out for the light. It's going to get really bright. But yeah, so it's completely hollow inside. And I just used white because that was like one of the easiest colors to see. And see it was pretty much hollow except for the little standing points. And if you guys can see underneath, I do have all these Technic pieces, and a little bit farther out there is more Technic pieces. And yeah, and also if you come over here to this side, it is also hollow. I'll try and get the best light I possibly can. Right there, yeah, as you guys can see, that is mostly hollowed out. And now that we get into the main base, you guys can see that there is a Doom Squad is converging in from the entrance, the main entrance. We have 212 troopers converging from the right flank, and then we have the Jungle Troopers converging from the left flank. So this is a full-on ambush from the Ad-oth people, from the clones to the Ad-oth people. And they are very techno-civilized. They are very prominent people, very powerful separatists. And as you guys can see, I did take a lot of time to build this. I especially took a lot of detail into building this. I even got the trees so they were matching up. And then I have the two troopers lining up. And then as you guys can see, these are the studs that most of the troopers would walk on. Is that they're kind of worn and torn, and that's why they have the bumps in that versus all of it. And then we just have the little designs on the side just to make it a lot easier. And it is really nice. I was wondering if I should do like an island in the middle, but then I thought against it since I was like, why? And as you guys can see, we just going up. You have a little bit of vents on either side, a lot of sloping, lots and lots of sloping. And then going down, we just have the corner piece at that. And yeah, and we just have the trees right there. We have the two Ad-oth guards that are walking around patrolling, and this guy is about to snipe one of them. I don't know which, but hopefully he doesn't hit both because there's no fun in that for the clones to try and capture a certain point. But yeah, so as you guys can see, we have the barracks right here, and this is a bright pink, not a bright orange. I don't know how my camera sees that, so just so you guys know, this is a bright pink. And yeah, so we have two exhaust pipes. This is how Boyle and these troopers down here are going to climb down, is get off from here to here and then scale down here, which I tried to make it as convenient as possible. And as you guys can see, this does fold down and it holds 3 wanted posters. I just thought that'd be kind of fun to put in, is 3 wanted posters. And yeah, and then we have a little exhaust inside, another exhaust pipe from it. And as you guys can see, this is a very dark room. It does have a door, and it does have a flashing light. So you just press this button and it flashes the light. So it warns these troopers for like drills and that, is that they have the red light to flash, that they have to wake up, and the siren. I just don't have a siren hooked up because that's a lot of money to make sound effects in Lego. But yeah, and it also comes off with the top, which is really nice since this is pretty much all it is that here we have 6 bunk beds. We have 6 bunk beds, and as you guys can see, sorry about that, if that gets in the way, we do have chest for each of them, or a tote, and one has a big bell dumbweight or weightlifting object. And then over here, as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but there is a bathroom right there, and there is a door for it. I'll just pull this away, and there is the bathroom for you guys. And that is pretty much just it. It's just the bathroom. And this is also used as the normal door, as you guys can see. So it is counted as 2 doors. So that is pretty nice, is that the barracks also have a normal door and another door. And yeah, that is what the other exhaust pipe is meant for. So it is just used for the bathroom so it doesn't smell the whole barracks up, which no one wants the barracks to be smelly whatsoever. If you've ever been any place and something smells, yeah, you always don't want it to smell, so I built that so there wouldn't be any smell. And yeah, it goes in pretty nicely, as you guys can see, and this does slide in and out, but that's okay. And I do have a little bit of light fixtures on this side, so you guys can, it would light up at night, that they could light it up at night. And as we move on, we have the power plant. So right here we have a little bit of a power plant. And this is a gated off area, so no one is allowed to go in except the authorized people that are allowed to. And they have a cell tower or a communications that sends this link to over here. If they try and do anything, or if anything happens, they know what is happening and they can see when someone activates it. As you guys can see, there's a power influx right now, since it is this, as I said, this was a weaker spot. And then we have 3 tubes of energy, or storage for energy, or really that is just really what it's meant for, is the storage of energy if they ever do have a blackout. Then right here you have the control panel, very simple, just a little control panel of how much is being outputted. And yeah, so as we move on, as you guys can see, this does go from military to civilized. So this is civilized part, non-civilized. Civilized, non-civilized. This is very proper. These are the people that they do. They're very focused on their people, but they're very focused on their military. And as you guys can see, I do have the command up there. And sorry about the light and the glare. There, that's the best view probably, is that there is a command center and he's just watching out, seeing everything. He's the commander of this little area over here. And we just have the guards. We have 3 guards, very unmanned corner. And then we have 2 guards right there. And we have this security guard for prison members. And as you see, there's only 1 member as of now. And there are 2 kinds of people on this world. There are the green people, and then there are the humanoids. And there are the blue guys, which in later videos I will refer to blue guys, green guys. Just so you guys know. And we just have this little storage train. This train just goes back and forth, and it just slides, and it goes straight into where it needs to go to, like the next city or whatever. And yeah, so this is just to hold storage. And that robot is normally protecting this power plant, but right now he is loading things on. This is a self-controlled train. It doesn't need anyone. So he's just going to stack it up with a bunch of cargo. And yeah, so as we move on, we have the prison. I did a slight view of this guy, but this is the main prison. There are 4 doors in all. And there's a control panel right here for the upper doors, because these lower doors are controlled by the main. There are more dangerous prisoners down here, less prisoners up here, less dangerous. And then we have stairs to go up, or not stairs, but a ladder to go up. And then we have a light that shines down. We have gated off area, and yeah, and then we have warning lines of where to step, because that's like a grabbing range for them. So you just wanted to be very careful around them. And I don't know if you guys saw, but you pull this and it pops down so you guys can see a full thing of where he can escape from, or an inside view. I have not done any bedding inside, which I kind of want to do, but yeah, whatever. So as we move on, I did a little view of this. We do have this, and we just have the command center up top. We have a few antennas. We have vents, we have lights, we have even more lights, and we just have a bunch of tubes going around just to bring in power and make everything very uniformal. And yeah, that is about it, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Put down in the comments what you guys think my next mock should be. I am debating between a power plant or a military base that is kind of conquered and they're just battling in between the base, is that the Republic has taken the base, but the Ad-oth are retaking it. Or if I should do another one, just put it down in the comments. And I hope you guys like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.